Everybody's talking about these cash buyers, especially the Californian buyers, and how they're going into housing markets and just ruining everything. So I actually stumbled across a cash buyer. Start that again. I actually got a hold of a California buyer who's looking to buy here, and I said, hey, can I interview you for my channel? It would be a really good time for my people to kind of listen to what your process is and comparing it to what's in your market, etc. So with me today, guys, you might know him, you might recognize him. We have a California buyer, Jeb Smith. What's up, Jeb?
Hey, what's up, Javier? Glad to be here.
I'm, of course, just kidding. He's not a California buyer. You guys might recognize him from the real estate channel he runs. The reason why I brought you in today, man, is I want to just, have you kind of like a buyer consultation, just kind of walk you through what's available in my market. I want you to kind of role play for me with a bit. And just imagine if you're looking to move your family out here, what price range, what kind of house you'd be looking for. And I kind of want to see your real and raw reaction to the price range and kind of maybe we can compare and contrast what you're experiencing on your end of your neck of the woods. So share with me what kind of house you'd be looking for so you can kind of get some.
No, absolutely. And what I would say, Javier, is I can give you real numbers, right? I mean, I have clients moving out of state all the time, not necessarily to your market, but to markets like yours, because they're looking to get more value, right? More bang for your buck. And let's see. I mean, let's see if these stories are true and you can actually get more property for what you're paying here in California.
So what percentage of your buyers end up just saying, you know what, I'm moving to Arizona?
That's tough. I would say 1 out of 4 at the moment move out of state. Move out of state. And I wouldn't say they all go to Arizona, right? I have a lot moving to Texas, Idaho, and states all over the country. But I would say, I don't know, maybe 5% end up in Arizona.
Let me know if you can see. Can you see? Is this still sharing the screen with you? You can see what's going on?
Yep.
Cool. All right, guys. So if Jeb was a client, I would obviously, once we kind of consult him on what's going on with the loans and the house market and whatnot, I like to pull up the MLS and just show him the real and raw, untailored, unedited housing search without me messing with anything. So the first thing I always show them, Jeb, I don't know if you do something similar as well. Let me kind of adjust it so the viewers can see a little more. Okay. So right now, active listings in the market in general, we have 5,671. What's your first reaction to that?
Yeah, that to me seems like a lot of property. And that's going to sound crazy, right? Because I think active on the market here in Orange County, 3.3 million people. As of yesterday, we had just over 2,300 active homes on the market.
Wow. No wonder people are leaving. That's insane.
I'm in Huntington Beach, a little smaller population, and we have 210,000. And as of yesterday, I think we had 150 active listings on the market. That's condos, townhomes, single family homes.
That's crazy. So I'm looking at this number here, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised because normally that thing would be under 4,000, maybe even 3,000 in the middle of the week. So the fact that it's over 5K is showing me there's some changes happening soon. So anyways, that's for a different video. Now, what I usually like to do with people is, not only looking at the whole market itself, but specific to what kind of house you're looking for. So if you don't mind, Jeb, share with me what is a house that either you would look or maybe one of your clients' average search criteria that they might be using.
I would want a 5-bedroom. Let's say 4+, right? I could deal with 4, but 5 would be ideal. And I would personally like a single level home with at least 2,500 square feet.
Gotcha. 2-car garage. Do you care if it's a newer home or older home?
No, not really.
So awesome. So right now, if you can see on the screen, there's currently 720 properties. You have no preference if it's newer or used, but we haven't put the price yet. So you don't have to share, what you qualify for or anything, but what is a price range that typically people end up leaving the state you're in, looking for as a price range wise when they move to another state?
I would think that, the majority of people looking here are looking for less, for more home for less money, right? So where I am, what I just told you would probably cost somewhere between $1.2 million and $1.5 million. I was going to say 700 or less.
So we'll stick to yours and we'll say and beat you by 100,000. We'll do $600,000. So everything that's a green spot is essentially a house. I'm going to show you 2 options here. West Valley is going to be your more suburban area. It's a little more affordable, but there's not really much going on. There's the Cardinals Westgate Stadium, but other than that, it's just kind of its own neck of its wood where it's more suburban family stuff. East Valley has a lot more going on for it. A lot of the bigger companies, a lot of bigger corporations, but the property values are a lot higher. What would you just kind of shooting off the hip, would you aim for right now?
Yeah, I would want to be where things are happening. So closer to the spots where things are going on.
So if I were to pick, Gilbert, Chandler area, a little maybe
Perfect.
Queen Creek area.
Yeah, no, that's
under 600,000, there would be 6 properties for you. So this is what you would look like. So I would love to hear, as you're looking at this, what the prices like that for a house would go in your neck of the woods. So 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,800 square feet with the pool. Older home, looks remodeled, looks well taken care of.
Yeah.
What would that go for in your neck of woods?
What was the square footage?
2796.
Oh man, single level. It depends where it is, but I would say at least $1.5 million.
More than a quarter acre as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, we don't even have
1
that.
million?
Oh, easily. Yeah.
1.5 you said, or 1 million and $5?
1.5. 1.5, depending on where it is, right? I mean, if we're talking Orange County as a whole, that home could be in a number of spots, but I would think it would easily be over $1 million if it were in my market specifically. And when I say my market, I live in Huntington Beach. A lot of my business is in Huntington, although I work all over Orange County. But in my market, that house, I just sold a 2,700 square foot single level home for $2.5 million. Built in 83. Built the same year. 83. It's 2.5 million.
Here I am making fun of you, but meanwhile, it's like 120 degrees outside and I can't even go outside. And you can just like go out there naked and you'll be fine. So here I am judging you, but I can't even go get some boba tea right now. So it sucks. So let me introduce something that's a little newer. So built in 2015, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, which I love, by the way, when you find a house that's only like 4 or 5 years old, because you get benefits of the less in value, plus it was fairly still in good shape, hopefully. So, and you spent a lot less on it. 4 bedrooms, 25-27, barely fits the bill. 8,400 of a lot square foot. Looking at the photos, kind of just your standard newer build. Nothing fancy. Looks well maintained. Let's look at the backyard. You're at this point, you're probably like me, where you can just like look really fast and see the houses.
Oh,
right?
No, for sure. I mean, it's only 4 years old. What was the square footage?
25 and change.
Okay. And it was how much?
579.
Okay. I want it.
What would it go for in your neck of woods?
I mean, again, it's over $1 million, easily. I mean, 1.5. I mean, probably same thing. 1.5, maybe more, depending on where it is exactly in Orange County. But yeah, if you put that house in, say, Newport Beach, it's probably a $3 million house. Right. But there's obviously Orange County is broken into these little pockets where there's, a lot of high net worth, like Newport Beach, like Laguna Beach, some of these areas. And, the closer it is to the beach, the more money it's going to cost. So if that house were inland, 10 minutes, but still in Orange County, it's going to be significantly less than it is, being, 2 minutes from the ocean.
So you told me when we had a phone call that you've been in the business for, I think you said 98 years. Is that correct?
99 this year.
99
Yeah.
years in the business.
Yeah.
I've been doing this way longer. A lot of people have been alive. I'm kidding. How was it? It was 20 years or 15 years?
It'll be going on 20 years.
What's your opinion on about everything that's going on with everyone leaving your state, but yet your state remains expensive? There's a lot of people that think, well, surely, people in California, surely things are going to crash, so I'm just going to stay put. What's your opinion on that?
Everybody thinks that just because people are leaving California, that there's no buyers left. But people don't understand. There's 3.3 million people here in Orange County alone. So if you took a third of those people and they left, you would still have 2 million people here. And at the moment, there's only 2,500 homes on the market in all of Orange County. It takes a lot of people moving. It takes a lot of supply increasing, demand going down. It takes a lot of factors in order to be able to actually change the environment of the housing market. And so I don't, while people are moving out of state for a lot of it's politics, if anybody outside of California knows, but we've had a pretty crazy government, if you will, for the last couple of years. But the cost of living is gone through the roof. And so people look at states like Arizona, Phoenix, and they say, can I survive the heat for 3 or 4 months and be able to get lower state taxes, much more property and have 8 good months out of the year versus having 12 good months out of the year? Yeah. People are willing to take that sacrifice. And so That's why you're seeing people, take advantage of the market and sell at high prices because, even if they're selling, let's say at a high and buying at a high, they're selling at a high here in California where they can go and buy something at a high in, say, Arizona, and it's half the price, a third the price in some cases. So it makes a lot of sense. But it's hard to say, what all of this actually means because we've talked about, we don't know what all of this, all of the stimulus, all these repercussions, if you will, what it actually means to the housing market until, the dust settles. And I think we're a few years out from that.
Are you concerned as someone who lives in California for the future?
I mean, here's the easy answer. I'm not leaving. Right. I'm here in California, not because I love the state of California as a whole. I love the weather. I'm not going anywhere because I've lived in states where there's a lot of humidity, where it gets hot, where you have different factors playing into it. But housing is a lot less expensive. I'm staying in California because I love the weather. I love the environment as a whole. And if I thought that we were at a top, if you will, in the market, I would consider selling my property. One just went in my neighborhood for quite a bit more than I thought it was worth. It came on the market. My wife said, "What do you think about that price?" And I said, "I think it's high by at least $100,000." Within a day, it was in escrow. And I thought, wow, that for me was something I was really surprised with. And so I thought to myself, Jeb, should you consider selling your property now, sitting on the sidelines and trying to buy something else? And I thought, I personally don't think you're going to see lower house prices. So if I had a plan, if I owned another property that I could move into that fit my family's needs at this time, then I may consider that. But my wife and I are actually looking at buying property right now here in California. We need a bigger house. We have 3 kids, and we're currently in a house that's about 1,800 square feet. Now, we're close to the beach, but we're 1,800 square feet. And so 3 boys running around the house, it gets really small, especially when you're locked in your house over the last year. And so me, like a lot of other people, are looking at, okay, what can I buy right now? Yes, I realize that prices are gone up, but I need more property. And so
to end the video, first of all, thank you again for stopping by, Jeb. I want to show you a house close to $1 million. And first of all, tell me what's worth over there, because everyone loves the shocking truth of that. But secondly, I personally have this opinion about $1 million houses in Phoenix that they shouldn't go for that much. And what happens in Phoenix specifically is a house might look identical to one that's for $600,000, but the reason why it's worth $400,000 more is because of the specific neighborhood it's in or the specific part of town it's in. So
right.
Let me get your take on this. It is a quarter acre, 2018, 3,800 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath. Gated community.
Okay.
Completely done up. Still in great shape. Not the biggest yard, but who needs a yard? Has like a little courtyard and stuff like that. What would this go for out there in your neck of the woods?
Again, depending on where it's located, 3,800 square feet, easily $2 million. It doesn't really matter the area if it's somewhere close to the beach. That type of square footage is gonna fetch a big premium, especially in this market. And it's a single level. Mm-hmm. Yeah, couple $1 million for sure. If that were in Newport Beach, it's probably $4 million, and add a golf course behind it, which I know some of these properties in Phoenix, because you guys have a lot of golf courses out in Maricopa County as a whole. You put that thing on a golf course and that's a $5-6 million house. It's insane.
Oh man. Well, I don't know. Maybe this video will depress some people. Maybe it won't. But either way, it makes sense why people are leaving. It just makes 100% sense. And when people are saying where all these cash offers are coming from, I know people like to throw these ideas that are these corporations buying houses, which, don't get me wrong, is happening. But a lot of them are just people like Jeb, who bought the right time in a different state and is enjoying a huge chunk of equity. And maybe not specific for Jeb, but maybe someone else. They're just like, I don't want to pay another $1 million just to get a little more square footage. I'd rather get the $800,000 of equity I'm going to get, just a random number I threw out there, not Jeb's actual equity, and go buy something cash in Arizona or Texas, right? So at least for sure, I definitely got a better perspective of things. And Jeb, thanks so much for stopping by. We're actually going to record a video on Jeb's channel as well, specifically talking about the California houses and him showing me some of those and my reaction to that. So you guys can go check that out. But other than that, I think I don't. You have anything to plug?
No, not at all. Just, I mean, if you're interested in more things, check out my channel. Otherwise, I appreciate you having me here, Javier, and anybody that's watching, appreciate you watching.
No worries. So you're not going to plug your OnlyFans then, right?
No, not this time.
All right. It'll just be our secret then. Take care.